for clicking onto this video. Pen back in my ear. But yes, it's another thrift haul. I knew I had a lot more items. I have been hoarding, and I am pretty positive that I have more still to sort through. And I want to sort through them all because there's some that I definitely want to give away and some that I want to keep. And when I go into a thrift store, that is always what I have in mind. I'll buy it for myself, or if it's a real bargain, I buy it and I can always give it away to somebody that I know that would like it and appreciate it, even if it's just for a gift. And especially coming up to the holiday seasons, you can pick up really some good stuff by going to local thrift stores, I'm spitting, or by looking online, which I still consider thrifting as well. So it is a real mixture of cosmetics, skincare and bags and perfume, and mostly bags because I am slightly obsessed with bags at the minute. But there is some good bargains to be had in the bags in the charity shops. So the first one I have is a bag and it's a Paul's Boutique bag, and I thought this was a pretty funky looking bag. I don't know if I would have grabbed it instantly but for the price. The price of this was, I still had the price tag on, it was $4.95, but then I noticed there was half off, so that made it $2.50, and honestly I couldn't pass up for that because I'm sure I will find a use for it. I think it's one of those things that you'll wear for like a one-off event, or somewhere where you're wearing a very plain outfit and you need something to make a sort of statement. So if you didn't want your jewellery to make a statement, you could definitely make a statement with this bag. It is a pink and gold tiger print. It feels like a coated leather. It's in really good condition. There's no wear marks on the corners at all. The hardware has by majority kept its sort of sheen and colour. It's just wore off really on the little toggle. So the little toggle is here. Just wore off here a little bit, but that you would hardly notice it. It's very clean other than the charm. I'll show you the charm. The handle, the chain strap is removable, and the little bag charm is removable too. The ribbon is quite dirty. It's probably from storage and things like that, and I'm not sure if I actually like the bag charm. I think you could probably remove this sort of part here and leave the P&B, would look really nice. The inside is, there's a few indentations in the leather, but I mean it's pretty clean. And there is a big massive pocket on the back, which is really handy, and it is very clean. I don't think that has been used at all. So pretty impressed with this bag. I probably will end up keeping it. It is such a really unique bag. So that's that. What's next? Skincare. So this is it's called Ageless, Instantly Ages, by a company called Jeunesse. That's it there. Now these, I've only heard of one product that they do, and this is it, and it's all in sample form. I bought individual sort of packets. I love this box, it's magnetic. And these three sachets contain their cream, which is, I think it's famous. You pop on the cream and it immediately improves the appearance of fine lines. Now it is only a temporary result. It's not a permanent result, but I think these are perfect if you're going to an extra special event like a wedding or an evening do, or you're getting photographs done. These would be perfect. So I am planning to do some beauty hampers coming up to Christmas to give away to friends and family, and I thought these would be nice to include as well as full size products. These are sort of like a gimmick, more or less, to include, and most of my friends and family enjoy things that blur fine lines, so these are perfect. And of course I'm going to be keeping one or two maybe and trying out myself, so that is another idea. I love the box. These were only $4.99. I thought that was pretty good. I cannot remember how many samples. I think there's something like 25 or 50 samples in it. Next up, another bag, and this one I picked up near the till at my charity shop, and it is a little vintage bag, little vintage evening bag, and this was only 99p, which is an absolute bargain if you like vintage bags. It's real leather, another bonus, and it has a lovely crocodile print there. I doubt that it's real crocodile, but it is real leather. The hardware is contained, I mean, it's not faded at all on the chain. It's slightly faded there on the clasp, but it's not very noticeable. Overall, the bag, there's no wear on it at all. The corners, apart from that little bit there, which I think could be a little bit of dye or even nail polish or something, just to fill in them little holes. Apart from that, I mean, the bag is in excellent condition. It's really clean inside. You've got sort of like a middle separating two compartments, and there's a zipper compartment here. It's by a brand called Jane Shilton. Now, I should have googled this before I did this video, but I forgot about this bag. I think, as far as I know, they're an English company, and they've been around from, I want to say the 1960s, but it might be a bit earlier than that. I'm not sure where this bag, I want to say it's from the 1980s. But for 99p, it was definitely a bargain, and I'll definitely be keeping this one. So what's up next? Another bag? Yeah, this one, but now this bag is for my daughter. She's already been using it, and it's a Paul Frank, the famous monkey design, and I think that she was thrifting actually with me, and she spotted this. She has quite a big Paul Frank monkey tote, so she spotted this one, and this one is actually more suited to her because it has a large crossbody, and as I said in another video, she has a learning disability, and she has mobility and dexterity problems, so the large crossbody strap just makes it easier for her to pop on and off. And also, I love the lining in this. The lining is super light and funky, and it just makes it easier for her to see what's inside the bag, because sometimes you forget. Lots of bags that I have dark linings, and sometimes it's hard to see what exactly you have in your bag, and I think the bright coloured lining just makes it a lot easier. It's all wiped clean. It's that sort of PVC material, the wiped clean, and the lining is sort of a wiped clean lining as well. Not sure if it's authentic. I'm assuming it is, but there's no sort of marks inside. There is a label made in China, but I think lots of these bags were made in China anyway, so not sure. But the bag itself is in absolutely imperfect condition. There's no signs of wear on it at all, and the inside is super clean as new, and no marks on the strap either. So, and I think I paid $2.99 for that, so perfect. Okay, perfume, and I bought two more Jo Malone samples from a girl on that I've been banned from on Depop, and there are two more of the Tonka Bean and Myrrh, I think there. It is such a lovely, I've sprayed it on already before I did this video, it's such a lovely vanilla scent, but it's not too sweet, and it's sort of brought down by the mirror. And what I find with this particular Jo Malone fragrance is the scent actually lasts on my skin a long time compared to the other ones, that especially the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. The Wood Sage and Sea Salt does not last on my skin whatsoever. This does. I can smell it all day. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I would buy a full size though, and that's just simply because I have other vanilla based scents that I prefer. But I'm happy enough with the samples. It just means I can sort of switch. It gives me something else to switch my perfume up with. And they were £2 each, which is pretty good because it's hard to get Jo Malone samples, and I love samples. So what's up next? Makeup. Yeah, I bought a bag load of stuff, and it just came in mail yesterday, and so I haven't really had time to look at it. I've just actually poured it out on my desk. Right, and the first thing I bought, and it's off the same girl, and I think she bought a lot of Discontinued Cosmetic Outlet stuff, and she's a makeup artist. It's all genuine products. These are refills of the Lancome blushes, so they can be popped into a magnetic palette, which I intend to do with these. And I got 4 refillable Lancome blushes and a Lancome eyeshadow for £4. I mean, that is a complete bargain. Really happy with them, particularly the colours. That is just a gorgeous taupey colour for the lids, which I love because it's pretty neutral, which the neutral ties in with my colouring as well. And the blushes are all sort of nude and apricot based, which I like because you can wear them sort of on their own without a contour or used to contour. I'll just go through them. This one is called, and they're all sealed, this one is called Sorbet de Coral. And then we have Belle de Apricot, so it's a pretty light one there. Absolutely love this one. Next up is a more darker nude, and it's Belle de Noisette. And next up we have Braun Roche, pardon my French. And next up we have another Sorbet de Coral, so I could give that one away. And another one is Belle de Rose, which is a super light peachy beigey colour. So absolutely gorgeous. She threw this in free, and it's a lip oil tint by Laura Geller, simply because the outside is damaged. That's the outside of it. That's the wee sort of applicator there. I've never tried the lip products from Laura Geller before, and it is hibiscus pink. So this is new and just the outside damage. So you should put that in for free. And next up, I think I paid £4 for this, and it's a Bobbi Brown eyebrow pencil. Absolutely brilliant. It's in the shade Blonde, which might be too light for me, so I might give it away or keep it to ombre my brows. But that's it there. So it's dual ended. So we have, oh, it's one of those, I didn't realise that. It's one of those slanty tips. And again, it's brand new. I think that might be a bit too light. And a little spoolie on one end. So I don't know, I might try it out or give it away. £4. I mean, these retail at least £18 upwards. So pretty happy with that. Next up is another refill, and this time it's of I think it's Quint. So it's one of the little smaller palettes from Estee Lauder, and it's their Pure Colour Envy eyeshadow, and this collection is called Savage Storm. So again, you can just pop them into a magnetic palette. Just trying to open it without. And these are all new and completely genuine. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think, I have a funny feeling I only paid £2 for this. Absolutely brilliant. And next up, a bag. Oh. Right, so I think this will be the last bag I show in this particular video and just keep the rest to the next time. But this is a Dolce & Gabbana bag. Absolutely amazing. I don't think that it is the real Dolce & Gabbana because, as I said before, the girls in that shop, Google is their best friend, and if it was a real one, I don't think it would even hit the floor. But it's in such good condition, and it's just a gorgeous bag for a lot of reasons. First of all, even the Dolce & Gabbana sign there is enamel. It's beautiful. It's just really, really well done and very well made. I don't actually think the bag has been used. If it has been used, it's been only used once or twice because it's so clean. There are a couple of flaws in it, just probably damage due to storage. But I just love the overall look of the bag. It's a bit confused in identity. I think it reminds me of, with the weave design here, it looks a wee bit like a Bottega Veneta, but it's just a gorgeous bag. So we have the handles, even the handles, I mean, they've paid attention to detail. The handles are sort of like a weave design, and then these sort of silver plates on the handles are absolutely, there's no marks at all on them, and they're pretty shiny. There is one or two of them, like this one here, where it's missing the little end cap here, like there. So I probably need something to secure that on. There's one missing around the other side as well. The weave is absolutely gorgeous. It's leather woven in with the fabric, and honestly it is absolutely gorgeous. It just feels so luxe. And then the bottom feels really, really great as well. It looks like leather. It's probably only PVC, but it actually feels like leather. Now, if you can hear that crunch, that unfortunately is the bottom base of the bag. So whatever they've used to flatten out the base of the bag has sort of broken and crumbled. But I mean, if you make a small sort of incision into the lining and pull that out, that shouldn't be a problem. I just don't want to mess about with it because I think I'm going to give this bag away. So yeah, so that's the only other thing. But I mean, there's no wear at all in this bag. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the inner part. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. It just reminds me of an old-fashioned bag with the clasp, and I mean, this is all in excellent condition. And if we open it out, we have a really big space inside with the usual little open pockets there and a zipper pocket here. It has a little leather tab, but it's not been embossed with anything. And then here. And when I did put my hand inside, there was a £1 coin inside, but it was one of the older £1 coins. So I'm not sure to do it. Maybe throw that in the charity box. But on the other side of the inner clasp, then we have these little buttons here, and they button over to a space here, and then a space inside here as well. Now the lining on the inside is super thin, a letdown because the rest of the bag is so well made. That should have been really a thicker lining. But I mean, that's my only gripe about the bag. This here absolutely feels like leather, but I know it's PVC. It's so deceiving. It just has that sort of grainy effect as well. So the price I paid, I don't think I said this. Now this is the best part. The price I paid for this bag was £3.95. So I thought that was pretty amazing, because normally they would price even these type of bags up. So thought that was really good, and I don't think I'm going to keep it, even though I love it. But I'm sure I'll pass it on to somebody that appreciates it. So next up, I think I just have one last thing for this video, because it seemed to be running long. I'll keep all the other stuff for another video. But it's this lipstick here. It's by a company called Lipstick Queen. It is a used lipstick. Now, I don't mind buying used cosmetics from a reputable seller and makeup artist. She assures me she's sanitized everything. I have my own stuff to sanitize everything as well. And the reason I bought it used was because it's pretty expensive to buy new. This is from their more expensive line. It has that, well, most of all the lipsticks have that magnetic closure, but it's so satisfying. It's from their Velvet Rope line, that's it there, and it's in the shade called Private Party. It's just a gorgeous shade. I have seen it somewhere before on Pinterest or something, and I just really wanted it. It's a lovely orangey, pinky, reddy colour. Got it swatched there. It just looks lovely on the lips, sort of like a wash on the lips. So what I tend to do is put it on, then blot most of it off, and it just gives you that sort of slightly stained lip, and it stays on the lips forever as well. So the price of those are, I think it was £36 the last time I looked at it, which is, there is no way that I would ever pay £36 for a lipstick. So I think I paid £8 for this, which is pretty amazing, because there is a lot left. And it was a good way to sample out the shade, because I think the only other place that sells Lipstick Queen is Space NK, and they didn't have this particular shade in stock for me to try it out. So I'm just completely really happy with that, and I absolutely love the shade. And also because it's a matte lipstick, I don't know why, it's because it's a more expensive formula. It doesn't tend to dry out my lips. I love matte lipsticks. Matte lipsticks are an older lady's best friend, because they just seem to smooth everything out, but unfortunately they do tend to dry the lips out. This is a matte, but it is so creamy and very comfortable on the lips as well. So definitely highly recommend that. So that is everything in this little haul. I probably pull together some more stuff next week, but for now that's it. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for staying with me and watching, and if you've any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I hope you have a lovely day or a lovely evening wherever you are. Thank you. Bye bye.